So this week we got the awesome opportunity to play 5 games at the escape game, and many of us have played a lot of games with the escape game. And so we're going to review each of those. The first game that we played was called The Depths.
We love the escape game.
The escape game, good company. The Depths is their newest room. They've just released it at multiple locations. And it's a good room, and we'll just jump right into it. Pros and cons. What was everybody's favorite thing about The Depths?
It was clean. Nice, crisp, clean, brand new paint, smelled clean, felt clean, COVID clean. That's a great start.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the way they design surfaces in escape room is gonna change for easier cleaning now.
Yeah, the world is a better place now because of all that.
Clean room. Yeah. What else?
I love the storyline. It just started with a great storyline, and it continued through the entire part of the room. And so each room, and just when you think of depths, you were in the depths, and definitely had that kind of the marine time feel to it, and the beginning story to the end. I love the storyline.
I definitely think it was above average for the escape games stories. They're good with stories. Story is not their primary focus, but this was a very good one.
I felt like everything in the room had a purpose. It was intentional. There wasn't anything that just was just there. Like every picture, every item had a purpose, and so that was kind of cool to use just everything in the room and to kind of come alive.
No accidental red herrings.
No.
Right. And when we needed a hint a time or two, it was because we neglected a part of the room that we had just forgotten about. We saw it at first, didn't need it for another, like a half hour into it, and that classic mistake. We knew it was there, we forgot about it.
I recently was reading a blog post on the Escape Games website, and they were talking about what to do when you get stuck. And one of the things that they say to do is look at the things that you forgot are there. And in a lot of escape rooms, that's not really a great strategy, because there's just dumb decorations everywhere that has nothing to do with anything. At the escape game, everything has a purpose.
And there's multiple rooms. You solve one room, and it opens up to another room that progressively got cooler as you went.
And I would say that this is definitely not, this is on the bottom half, in my opinion, of the escape games rooms. I think they focused on producing a easily reproducible, cheaply reproducible room. And so as a result, the room felt very boxy. It's like we started in a boxy room, we left that boxy room to another boxy room, we left that boxy room to another boxy, and it just felt like one big box.
I felt tiny in the submarine room. I mean, I'm sure that every submarine is going to feel tiny and claustrophobic. They hit that vibe.
That first room was a little small for all 4 of us. So let me ask you about another one that's jumping out to me. It seems like in their newer rooms, they've really invested in giant, what are probably television screens in the wall, but large screens with acting and some videos, and those videos will actually walk with you through the story. It'll pop up, and you'll have to stand there and watch the video. The videos are good. I think it helps add to the story, like Mark was talking about. But I think the downside of the video for me is that it makes you stop the puzzle, go over to the other room, and watch the video. Okay, now I can get back to my puzzle. And me being competitive, my adrenaline's rushing. I'm like, I do not want to stand here and watch another video. I'm freaking about to finish this puzzle over here. I don't want to stop and go watch the video.
Yeah, for me, Mike, I probably like the storylines the best out of the team. At least I feel like I do. I kind of like getting immersed in the story. The simple ones that we do that don't have a storyline, I don't appreciate those as much. But on the other hand, the video does tell a story, but it can be very distracting, because there was, at least in the depths, there was, I don't know how many videos. There's quite a few. And so it does kind of chop up your momentum and your thinking and your going, where you have to stop and then try to analyze the video. Is there things that they're trying to tell us? Did we miss something? Did we not? And so it does kind of, I don't mind 1 or 2 stories to kind of bring you into the story, but the depths had probably too many, even for me, in the storyline, because I feel like it did kind of chop up the flow up for us, because we are wanting to get through the room as quick as possible. So
I had someone ask me like, you guys did rooms so fast when I was explaining it at home. Did you feel like you wasted your money because you're paying for a 60-minute session, but we're getting out of there in like, what was our fastest room? 32 minutes. And so like we're cutting that in half. I feel like when we're in the intensive mode and we're hitting so many back to back, we actually were able to add 2 more rooms because we had more time before our next reservation.
That's true.
And like that was pretty sweet.
I think too, I like the storylines. So I could have slowed down a little bit because you missed a lot of things. You know, Mike's solving things so fast. I like, what did you even do? And so, but the cool thing is, because we got it done in 30 minutes, they always took us back through. And so we could ask, so what did you do here, Mike? Caleb, what did you do here? Billy, what did you do here? So we could ask the questions to kind of see what they had to go through to open that. And that kind of like helped me see the whole picture. But that's going to happen whether you go slow or fast. You're working on your own individual things. And so I like going fast because that's part of it. You want to see how well you're engaging together as a team to get through it. Yes, you want the storyline to bring you in, but again, that's the whole purpose is escaping and getting those clues and getting those hints and getting those challenges the best, fastest way better. So I don't think it takes it away by going faster.
I could say all day long, I want to go slower to get the story, but it's not going to happen. Too competitive. Once I get going, nothing's slowing me down. I don't care what we talk about in this moment. Nothing's slowing me down. Let's rate the depths. Let's talk about out of 5, what would you give this room? Caleb, let's go first with you.
Okay. You said that this is probably like one of the bottom half ones of the escape game. I would probably agree with that, but the escape game is on such a different level than so many of the other companies and businesses out there. And they're just so ahead of the game. I'm going to give it a 4 because I'm rating it overall. Really enjoyed it, but I would probably agree that out of the 9-10 rooms, it's probably on the lower level for them.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Billy?
I'd say 4, solid 4. Cleanliness in and of itself would give it bonus points, but yeah, solid 4. Not one of my favorite, not one of my top 10s, but loved the room, a lot of fun.
Mark?
Yeah, I get a solid 4 as well. Again, I like the decorations. I love the theme with it. I did like the storyline, and all the puzzles that went with it kind of flowed all synchronized together. So I think they did a great job. I know it was a little boxy, but again, I still felt like the decoration, it just all flowed really well.
Yeah, it's good. I'm going to put it a 3 because I was turned off by the boxiness. But there was a great physical challenge puzzle. There was a map puzzle that had a really cool mechanic to it I've never seen before in another room. On par with the escape game, had some great things. But I think they went in the wrong direction, in my opinion, with the boxy room and the